we learn about the C++ offline compiler. So basically we will study the open source, that is the code block. So it is open source as well as it is a cross platform, means in a multiple operating system you can run it. Okay. So to first we learn how to download it, and second we learn how to run the program on that. So we learn basic about it. So first let's move on to how to download it. Okay, for that I will just write here in the search, I will just write here block, code block, sorry, I will write code block and enter. Okay, when we enter it, you can see that first URL is appear, and click on that code block. So when you click on that, this page will be open. In this page, what you can see in front of you, you can see that the open source cross platform free C++ Photon IDE. Okay, so it is free. So how to download it? For download it, you move to the click on the download button, download menu, and after that you can see here there is a download the binary release. Okay, so for that just you click on this download to binary release. So new page will be appear. So here you can, there is a cross platform, so you can run on the different operating system. So but I have the Windows, so today we'll learn about the window. Click on the window. So if you can install this one. Okay, so if you read this, you will find out here, if unsure please use code block 20.03 mimw setup.exe. So don't worry about it, just you read the instruction, you will get an idea. Okay, so for that you have to click on this code block this .exe. So let's see here, you can download from these two sources, and I will download from the first source. Just click on it. When you click on it, you will see here at the left bottom corner, you can see that it is a download will be occur, but I have already downloaded it, so I will not interested to download it, so I will cancel it here. Once it's downloaded exe file, you can install it. In the between of the installation, it might be a compiler, so just select the GCC compiler and next, and it will be finished. Okay, it will be downloaded and install it. So this part is over. Okay, so what is now you have the query, what is the GCC compiler? So GCC is basically G for a general public license and compiler collection. Okay, or you can say GCC basically a GNU GCC. Okay, so GNU full form is it is a general public license but not Unix, so this is GNU. Okay, so let's check it here, GCC. You can see the URL gcc.gnu.org. Just click on it. It is a copy left. Now everything is copyright. It is a copy left. G for GNU, and here G for is general public license. NU is not Unix. It is not actually Unix, but work like Unix. It is free and compiler collection, and it is a combination of C, C++, Photon, and so many compiler. And you can see GNU system was developed to be 100% free software. Okay, so it is freely available, and you can use for your own purpose. You can redistribute it and all these things, 100% free. Just close this. Now when you install, then you can see that here code block is installed, so such kind of thing will be appear. Just double click on it, so it will be open. It might take time according to your system. If your system will be too fast, it will be appear too easy. Okay, so here I will choose the empty file. Click in file, new empty file. here I can write the program, that is the syntax of the C++. This is the first program. If you know about the syntax of C++, you can visit my lecture number 1, and their iCard is mentioned at the top. Okay, so here I will write include IO stream, and then I will write using. If you know about what is the meaning of namespace, for that I will prepare the new lecture on it. So please write on the comment box if you want to learn about this. So it is a very basic and important concept in the today CC compiler, but in today C++ compiler, but in the uh, olden version it was not necessary. So why it is necessary? For that you write on the comment box. Okay, now you can look, it is a very simple way it is coming, no color is there. So for that we have to save it. Go to file and save, or control S. So here I will write like welcome.cpp. okay, so you can choose a folder where you can save it. I choose one folder and I save there. You can also do the same thing. So look, it is green and blue, it is converted. Okay, so after that I will write int main, because the main is started and it will return the integer value. So if I put the open braces, the close braces is already there, so there is no need of the parenthesis mismatch. Okay, here I will write the cout. I will write to print anything on the console output or console window. So here I will write welcome to Prabhat classes, and here semicolon, and here return 0. Okay, so to semicolon, to terminate the statement, return 0 because int is there. So to compile it, go to the on the toolbar, go to the build, and there is a compile current file. So in that way you can build it. In the lower corner you can see the result is appear 0 error 0 warning, and it takes the 5 seconds. If you can't see, I will try here 0 error 0 warning, and in the 5 seconds. Okay, so in this way you can compile. Suppose you have missed the put the semicolon here. Now you can see here that here I just deleted the semicolon. So my purpose is just to show how you get the error. If error will appear, then how it look like. Okay, so again I will here is the shortcut of the compile this build. Click on this. So here you can see line number 7, error expected this semicolon before return. Now here you can see 7 is here, and here it is just telling that before the return you have forgot to put the semicolon. I will put it again. I will compile it. Okay, so to here you can see the 0 error 0 warning is coming there. Now there are two methods to run. Either you go to build and run, or you can use the shortcut on the shortcut toolbar. So here you just click on it. Now you can see that same output is appear now. Here welcome to Prabhat classes, and here you can see same output is appear, welcome to Prabhat classes. Okay, and the execution time is there, and after that at the last line press any key to continue. So in this way you can run your first program. So I hope you enjoyed that session and you have learned something from that session. Thanks to listening.